Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli participated in the opening session of the second Dakar Financing Summit for African Infrastructure on Thursday.
Addressing the opening session of the second Dakar Financing Summit for the African Infrastructure, Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli stressed on Thursday that Egypt is looking forward to holding the presidency of the NEPAD Development Agency to boost the role of the agency at the international level in order to achieve the African Developmental Agenda for 2063. The Prime Minister pointed that the African continent needs about $100 billion annually to fill the funding gap regarding the infrastructure development. He noted that the African countries are willing to participate and ease the burden on the African peoples. In his address, Madbouli also said that Egypt is contributing to promoting African projects with the aim of collecting needed finance for various developmental projects. Addressing the summit, Senegalese President Macky Sall said that there are various programs focusing on developing means of transport and infrastructure in Africa, stressing the endeavors of governmental funding by the African Union Development Agency, the NEPAD, for the linking and communications projects between the African countries. Sall also pointed that the continent's development is facing huge challenges, especially in the field of infrastructure. Prime Minister Madbouli's participation in the two-day summit comes on behalf of President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi.
Foreign Minister Sameh Shoukry received Chief of the Italian Senate's Foreign and Defense Affairs Committee, Stefani Grassi, in Cairo. Shoukry hailed the deeply rooted historic ties with the Italian side. The top diplomat reiterated Egypt's pride of the joint cultural heritage. The minister asserted Egypt's keen interest in facilitating the flow of Italian investments in promising sectors in the national market and increasing engagement of the Italian agencies for development cooperation into the nation's development projects, the forefront of which are those carried out under presidential initiative, a Decent Life initiative. For her part, the Italian senator stressed that her country attached a top priority for enhancing cooperation with Egypt. She lauded the progress of the country's human rights drive. The meeting touched on a set of regional and international files of mutual concern, atop of which is the economic repercussions of the Ukrainian crisis on developing nations. Foreign Minister Sameh Shoukry received a phone call from the Cypriot counterpart, Ioannis Kostelides, on bilateral ties which witnessed large progress over the past years. The two foreign ministers agreed on conducting a regular follow-up of the joint development progress, ensuring the benefit and interests of both peoples. They also agreed on continued coordination regarding issues of mutual concern within the framework of deeply rooted, strong strategic ties. Minister of Defense and Military Production, Lieutenant General Mohamed Zeki, met with Minister of National Defense and Veterans of the Democratic Republic of Congo and his accompanying delegation, currently visiting Egypt. The meeting dealt with current developments at the regional and international levels and its effects on peace and security in the African continent. Coinciding with the 71st anniversary of the Police Day, the Ministry of Interior delegated a number of officers to visit hospitals and orphanages. On the same occasion, a number of police clubs received orphans and aged people to celebrate with them. Policemen are also continuing to present flowers to citizens.